All right, everyone. So last time we learned how to press the F key to make the cat go forward and the B key to make the cat go backwards. Now, that might seem quite intuitive because the image of the cat on our little screen is facing to the right. And so it seems to make sense that moving to the right is forward and moving to the left is backward. But that's just a graphic. And that doesn't really illustrate the direction that the cat is facing in the computer's mind. So the computer has a completely different parameter that tells it in which direction the cat is facing, and that's this number here, direction. So if I click this, you'll see that it's got an arrow there which says, I think the cat's facing to the right, says the computer. And if I change this to 0, now it says, I think the cat's moving up. Now what it's done is it's moved the graphic around a little bit. But don't worry too much about the graphic. This is what matters. If I want the cat to face to the left, well, one way I could do it is I could put 270. Because this is a 360-degree compass, so it's just using the usual numbers. But the machine immediately translates that into minus 90, which is a little bit more intuitive. So if 90 points right, then minus 90 points left. And can you guess the number that gets the cat to point down? If you guessed 180, you'd be right. By the way, quick thing. If the cat is already facing up and I press F, what's going to happen? Well, the cat's going to carry on going up. And if the cat's facing down and I press F, what's going to happen? The cat's going to go down. So this number here doesn't mean right on the screen, it means forward. And this negative means backward. So if I hit backward now, it's going to walk backwards up the screen. So let's put it back to 90. And I want to write a new command. And this time I want the command to make the cat go up. So not forward or back, just up. Regardless of which way it was facing originally, it's going to turn and go up. So we will grab one of these when key pressed bricks again. So here it is. This time I'm going to choose the cursor up position. So the up arrow on the cursor keys. And this is going to make the cat move up. Now, can you anticipate how we're going to do this? Well, we need something that is going to turn this direction so that it's facing up. Now, you can see over in the blue bricks there are several turn commands. This says turn 15 degrees clockwise. This says turn 15 degrees counterclockwise. I can change those to 90 if I like. But the problem with these is they don't always turn the cat to face up. It really depends upon which direction it's facing in the first place. If it's facing down and you turn 90 degrees clockwise, it's going to face to the left. So I want something that's always going to make it turn up so that we always make it move up. So this is what I need here. I need point in direction. And I need to change this number. To which number do I need to change it to get the cat to turn up? Well, if you guessed 0, you'd be right. So now, when the up arrow is pressed, the cat will always point up. And then, finally, we want it to move. So, we know how to do that. We just put that like this. And that should work. Let's try it out. We'll press the up key. And the cat moves up. So now, how do we do down? Well, it's going to be very similar, isn't it? So we're going to grab one of these when key pressed, and this time we're going to hit the down arrow, and then otherwise it's going to be very similar. So I need a point in direction. So I'm just basically copying what I already did, and then I need to move 10 steps. I've got to change something. So there's one thing here that needs to be changed. What is it? Well, it's this. which needs to be changed to 180, and I can do that in two ways. I can type 180 in here, or I can just pull this thing down here like this. That now ought to ensure, and let's test it, I'm going to press the down arrow, and yes indeed the cat moves down. So now with this in mind, see if you can figure out, basically copying these patterns but making the relevant changes, see if you can figure out how to make the cat move left and right on the screen. If you like this and you want more, please hit like and subscribe.